Guys, we're back. Douglas is here. He's helping me make the GTO worse. And it's all because, Douglas, you don't have thumbs. What's this? Where are your thumbs? If you had thumbs right now, we'd be done. Right, Doug? This is your fault. Are you happy about that? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Anyway, we are just making this thing worse and worse and worse by the moment. It's a case of, while I'm here, I might as well, which is the absolute worst thing to do when you're working on cars, of course, or really any project. You know, while I'm here, while it's apart, he's upset. Today, I'm going to attempt to do some wiring, maybe do some cleanup, and while I'm here, I'd love to revisit this little bumper support here. I've seen a lot of guys, shout out to Mishimoto, who actually sponsor my car. They also got the Mishimoto oil cooler. I've seen some guys, let me get back on track. I've seen some guys kind of cut this bar down. So what they do is, you know, they keep the actual stock mounting, because it's just bolts, right? They keep the stock mounting. They kind of cut from here to here and add almost like, I'd say like a flat bar, maybe like flat stock, but not necessarily, or like a tube stock, I think is what it's called. Like a square stock, I don't know what it's called. But, you know, they'll put just a bar across, so that way you actually have a ton more room, because this takes up a ton of room that, like, I kind of can't use. You know, look at all the open space there. You know, I could probably fit Douglas in here. Uh-oh. Anyway, so we're going to maybe visit that, but definitely some wiring. I've come to terms that this is going to be a pain in the ass. I am going to be moving this all the way to the back, so that way in the future, when a few more little goodie parts, little sprinkle, finally come in, that'll be set up. So I have where is it at? I think it's under here somewhere. You might be able to see it, kind of. I have a relay for my pump, which is keyed on. So the relay has constant power and then a constant ground, right? And then I have a signal switch that goes to the relay, which would be like keyed on power, which then goes straight to turning the pump on. So as long as the key's on, the pump will be on. You guys just watched me tear off the entire bumper, and now I've got the car up on 3 corners, kind of 4. And no, the wood's not just holding it. I do have a stand, and then a jack in the back, as well as wheel chock. But if this thing does crush me to death, I won't be too unhappy about it, as I won't have to deal with it anymore. But I would be sad. It wouldn't go fast anymore. So let's dive into it. I got the fan rolling. It is hot as nuts out right now. Let's go. I've dug out my relay. I'm encountering a problem. I put this in forever ago, and I've never messed with it really since. However, since I've put this in, because this is one of the very first things I did, obviously, to this car after I put a supercharger in it, I did add a few other things. And I can't remember if I tapped the power from this into any other relay. I feel like I may have, but I don't remember. So from memory, I want to say, I think this wire here is my, what is this? Why do I have 3? Oh, I bet you, so me, I think, I want to say, I think this is main power, ground, and the signal wire, which then goes through the, like, main power goes through the fuse, I believe, and then comes up here. And then my signal output is here. I believe that's how I did it. But again, I don't remember if I tapped anything else because I see this one, which, yeah, I think I did tap in here at one point because this is definitely for something else. So I was hoping I could get rid of this Foley, which I guess I could still, but then I would just have to sort out what the heck this goes to. So it's everything with this car. Every time I do something, I find something else that I have to do before I can finish the next step, because I was just planning on relocating this to where the pump's going to be now, but now I got to deal with this. I don't know what this is. I think this may be to my intercooler fans potentially, so I don't know. All right, it's been a little while, longer than I'd like to admit, which is why I'm not going to show you my watch, but I did indeed have my relay tapped into another set of relays. So I at one point tapped in the signal wire into another set of relays. So what I've done is I've taken out the whole relay. I had all that wiring going through here, so all that's out. I now just have a rewired signal wire that's going to my relays down yonder. So these relays control the fans on the Mishimoto intercooler radiator, or water to air. I forgot about these grounds, and we will redo these. It was just a short time being, and now that I can see them again, we will redo these. So don't look at that. It's not there. I swear I can do better. But yeah, so I reran that. I have that entire little wire harness that I made for that relay. It is out. So now we can kind of maybe start going towards the backside, which is where that relay is going to live. So let's go. I've got this bracket here that I've been fabricating. I had to make a new bracket for that reservoir, and I don't have a bender, but I am a creative son of a bitch. So I've got a pair of, or I guess a crescent wrench here. So I need to bend this back towards me, right? So I've got this crescent wrench here. I'm just going to kind of use this opposite leverage, right? So I've got the vice grip attached to the crescent wrench, and I'm just going to give it a little, I might be able to do this one-handed, let's see. Oh yeah, perfect, right? Just a little bend. And that should be just enough. And then bend this one. Well, actually I've got to readjust the clamp, but I'll bend this one back that way, and it should be perfect here in just a second. All right, we got the power steering reservoir up and mounted, and I hit it with some black primer for now, just that way nothing would rust. I put a riv nut, a little riv nut in here, so that way this was real nice and sturdy. It's not going anywhere. It took me way longer than I was expecting. We're back at it. It's another day. It's the end of a day, actually. But our delivery was not delivered. It was delayed until tomorrow. So I am doing the most with what I have, which I have my new 12AN hose. So I'm kind of figuring out the routing right now. I have kind of snaked this for now through here. I've got it coming down. It goes out here, right? It comes close to the suspension, but I'm going to route it in a way where it won't interfere. It's going to go all the way back. I might get some heat shielding. I had some. I don't know where I put it, and I don't remember ever moving with it. So for now, it's off the table, but really not a big deal. So we're going to run some lines, do some testing, And I have to do this side as well, so I got to figure out the routing to come over here. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm kind of dreading the 12 AN fittings. They're kind of a pain compared to the small ones. So let's see what we can do. All right, I have a nice little update. Took me a little while, but I have this routed almost the way I want. I was really hoping I could connect another 45 here, but as you can see, this used to be the top hose and the hood hits it. So I put a 45 or a 90 on there. It doesn't hit the hood. I've got it coming down, snaking through the subframe, as well as we have this outlet snaked over here underneath the radiator. Perfect hole. It is going through the same little subframe cross, and we have, it's not really fully routed, but it is going to go underneath. It's going to go all the way back, and then we are going to put a bulkhead right up here. So this is where my bulkhead for my fuel lines come to. So we're going to put, kind of can't see that. We're gonna make 2 more bulkheads that go through there, and that is where our ice tank is gonna go. It is on its way, and hopefully in the next few days it'll be here. I didn't want to shortchange myself, so I just used 2 full sets of the 12 AN. There's should be more than plenty on the end of these lines. I didn't cut them. I didn't put any fittings on there yet. Once the bulkheads get here, then we can actually start on the other end, kind of cleaning up where these go, maybe making them organized just a little bit more. And that'll be nice because hopefully in the next few weeks we have another surprise for this build here, which will drastically change power, noise, output, cooling, whole 9 yards. But I think that might be it for as much as we can do today. There's really not much else I can do until those parts get here. Unfortunately, they were delayed, so hoping the next day or 2 we can kind of fully put this together and have it not on jack stands anymore would be fantastic, but we shall see.